Hey, hey, am I in focus? Hey, YouTube. I wanted to try something different. I'm not really sure how it's going to work out. You know, let's be real. I'm a character on YouTube, but I am a person. Well, not really a person. I'm a thing. Sort of like a noun. Anyway, some people say, hey, I just sit there too much. The truth of the matter is, I don't have any coils where I can move and my back be hurting. I got a lot of injuries. I got hip problems. You guys didn't sign off for this. Anyway, young people, the truth of the matter is, I was thinking about having myself being picked up and moved around. What do you think? I mean, it's people on YouTube doing stuff like that. You got one particular YouTube channel, they out there playing with Sonic the Hedgehog and they got them in the grass and they're playing with them. People can see their arm moving. I figured it was kind of cheesy. But then again, people are saying I'm kind of cheesy because I don't move. Well, what do you think? For instance, I can have my cameraman pick me up right now. For instance, let's try that for example. He puts his arm out, he grabs me. Don't grab me too much. Which one you grab my too? And then he moves me around. And now I'm like, I'm gonna fall over. Oh, hold on to me, please. I'm out of focus. See, now I gotta regroup myself. But guess what? Here I am. Check day in the flesh. Check day in the flesh. Check day in the flesh. That's another story. We won't be dancing in here today. Or I could just be sat down right here and looking in another direction like I'm profiling, and I don't have to do anything at all. Y'all can't really see much, but that's okay. What do you prefer? Profile, styling, in vogue, up and down? Fix the camera, man. Put the camera on. What's wrong with you? Or the cameraman picked me up like this, and I got my cell phone in my hand, and I'm talking to y'all like y'all normal people. Like, hey, listen, I'm check day. Don't do me a favor. Don't you grab on me like this. I don't know. I'm gonna complain regardless. Let me just sit down for a second. Now, today, I'll give you time to think about that. You decide what you want to see. If you want to see me moving around and being held in the arms of some individual who is not sensitive, knowing that my back is hurting, or I can just sit here and talk to y'all and y'all can imagine me moving. I don't have to move too much. I got issues. Arthritis instead of 10 years ago. I'm doing the best I can with ibuprofen and other NSAIDs. I don't take Tylenol. I'm allergic to it. Can you spell allergic? I can't spell it either. But anyway, guess what we got for y'all today? Zoom out. We have books. That's right. I was supposed to have a partner here helping me with this. I don't really know where she went. Hopefully she'll show up soon. Now, what kind of books? Pick the book up. Let's see what kind of books we have. The cameraman got more than one job. All right. What's that say? That says Splatoon. Have you ever heard of Splatoon? It's a game that started out, if I'm not mistaken, on the Switch. Now, Splatoon Part 1 was pretty good. They made a Part 2 because they had a particular series called the Splatfest where individuals would join, and I know that included myself, and I was pretty good at it. And they would go in there and they would go all crazy and trying to shoot each other with nothing but paint, and we had an amazing time. These squid things. But you know what? That's enough of that. Then they decided to make part 2 because part 1 was so popular. That's where these books come from. I read all 3 of them. Now that's part 3. Where's the other one? Pick up another book. Okay. Now this is number 2. Splatoon. Now you see his... Ooh, look at that face. He is nasty. And that's another story. We're not here to be nasty. We're here to have a good time. But I promise y'all young ones that we were going to have some books, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. So now, pick up another book. Okay. Last but not least, we have book number 1. And this must be the original. Okay, now who is the author of this book? Story and art. Oh, that means that the story and the illustrations are by... First and foremost, don't be asking me to say anybody's name because I'm not trying to offend anybody. I can't read that. So therefore, I'd rather not say nothing. All right, put the books away. Now, what else we got? Pick up another book. All right. Ooh, 2009 and 2010. The Alfred E. Smith. Can you see that? Alfred E. Smith Career Technical High Schools. Who brought this? This is not even a book. This is a yearbook. I don't know nobody in there. Get another book. One of my favorites. It's called what? Automotive excellence. Automotive excellence. Can you say automotive excellence? Well, to tell you the truth, it took me a long time to say it also, but I can say it now. Now let's look at this particular book. Let's open the book up. Let's have the book open. Okay. It looked like the little girl had her handiwork. This right here is the table of contents. And let's scroll into section 3, which is one of my favorite sections. Hydraulic system control valves. Now that might be a little bit out of y'all league, but there's a particular reason why we're going to turn to this. You see, the truth is, it's not about the actual book. It's about taking the opportunity to learn. It could be anything. Now let's go back to the Splatoon books. This is more y'all speed. Now let's say, for instance, you wanted to get the idea or the storyline about Splatoon. You would probably read a book like this, or you could talk to me about it. Now, if you decided to talk to me about it, then that would be pretty cool. But that's your choice. Why? Because I want y'all to learn as much as possible. You see, my knowledge is vast. Not because I wanted to just learn one thing, but I wanted to learn many things. I'm not a master of anything, but like the famous Ernest Hemingway. Do you remember him? Have you ever heard of Ernest Hemingway? Well, Ernest Hemingway once made a quote that I love. He said, "We are all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master." Now, what that simply means is, in this world we call life, this world that we live in, we can learn as much as we can and apply ourselves as much as we could to learn about different things. And yet, because there's so much knowledge and many things to learn on earth, we'll never be able to understand it fully when it comes to any particular subject, because there's always something to learn. Now, I know this may not seem pretty cool at first, but I assure you that Check Day is going to make things fun. Now let's go back to the Splatoon. Back up a little bit. Okay, there it is. All right, now let's take this book and let's open it up. At the back of the book. Who makes the book? Turn the book over. Turn the book over. All right. Volume 1. The book is being. Ooh, look at the illustration. Look at the artwork. Ooh, look at that. The winner. Oh my goodness. The turf decided. Now, here's the thing. Now, can we? You know what? You know what? Give me 1 second. Hold on. We're going to appreciate books, but let's look at something different. Now, while my cameraman sets this up, I got a nice surprise for y'all today. What we're going to do is something a little bit different that's going to support the book. Now, we're talking about Splatoon, right? Let's see if we could actually develop something that will be even cooler. Hey, you can't look at my grapes. Look up here. What's wrong with you? Okay, so now, give me about 13 seconds. And we are going to look at something pretty cool. Cool. That's enough of that singing.
Franchises.
That's
Thanks
right.
to you guys, Nintendo games have done really well on my channel lately,
look at
and
that.
this channel has some of the most popular
Now, we can't play his
Splatoon videos on
commentary
YouTube.
because we
In
don't
fact,
even know who
the
this
first
guy is
episode of
talking.
Splatoon
And
has
we're not
over
trying to feed off
60,000
somebody
likes,
else's
over 6
YouTube
million
channel.
views, making
So
it
what
one
we're
of my
going
most
to do right
popular
now,
videos ever. Thanks in advance for any likes and favorites you give me on this Splatoon 2 video series. Also,
we're going to turn him down, and we're just going to look at what he's showing. Now, you see Splatoon 2, and you see the characters. Aren't they cool? Look at that. He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy. Let me tell you something about him. He is one of the coolest characters in the game. All right, let's go back. This reminds me of Times Square for some reason. Have you ever been to Times Square? Well, the next time you go to New York City, go to Times Square. You know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. So now they're picking their characters. Now, this is all part of the gameplay. This is not supporting the YouTube channel, even though I want to support everybody's YouTube channel. So when I leave here, I'm going to give him a thumbs up because I like the fact that he's showing the game. Now, this right here is pretty cool, and they're talking. And if you was to play this game, you would get more involved in what they're saying. But you're not playing it, and I ain't playing it. So that's enough of that. Now, have we learned anything about books today? See, books are an opening to another world, and we can be anybody when we read a book. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I gotta go. So, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button if you want to, and if not, then you don't. I'm gonna read this book, okay? Yep. Turn the camera off. Oh, one more thing. Hold, don't turn it off yet. Hold on, one more thing. All right, YouTube. Listen, I got a secret for you guys. What do you think is gonna happen in the next video? Well, I'll tell you this. We're gonna show different pictures of animals. Now, the thing about it is that we have some animals on our own that we're gonna show. We have fish, and then we have birds. Now, we're gonna show you the birds next time because they make a lot of noise. But I do want you to know that this channel is supporting everything that young people want to look at. Now, there's not going to be no doing crazy thing and no negative bathroom behavior, and you're not going to be knocking down and throwing things and breaking stuff, because that's pretty funny, but it's not going to teach you. Can you hear them back there? Can you hear the birds back there? They make a lot of noise.
How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. There she is. Right there.
What?
Hello, YouTube. Say hi to the little girl. She was supposed to be the one showing you the book, but she flat left me. But that's okay. The books has been shown, and now we're getting ready to turn off the channel. But I want you to do me a favor. Tell people what song you were listening to. What song was that? Because we're going to talk about music next time as well.
Years later, I'm sitting in the front row at the Hollywood
How you just going to
Bowl
turn the TV on?
while Liza's
You can't turn the
performing,
TV on.
and Now we're
Ooh, Splatoon.
Splatoon. Yeah, I know. I was showing it to him. You can't don't touch my tablet. What are you doing? Anyway, YouTube, we gotta go. But I don't want you to be surprised next time about what we just talked about. I want you to be excited. Now, I know we talked about the picking up thing or the sitting down thing. You tell me what you want me to do. Either I could be sitting here just not moving, or I could be picked up and I can move around, and I could walk the town, and I can get down, and I can dance around. What? Don't interrupt my song. You see that? It's fun. Don't be hey, listen, I'm scared. You know I'm scared of heights. Hold on, don't you drop. Oh, you think that's funny? You turn the camera off. Don't you drop me. Yo!